I do apologize. I was actually done with all the lunch stuff in time to restart stream on time. But I pulled something really badly last night, so I've been fighting a headache all day as a result of that. And it started drifting into migraine territory. It is currently still drifting into migraine territory. So I I laid down. I laid down for like half an hour just to close my eyes and rest them for a bit. Okay. If it's a full migraine, I'm going to have to stop because those are mean. But I had a thought. I had a really, really dumb thought. Yes, J. Palmer, yes, I would. Hey, Zach Taft, I hope your trip went well. Hello, Anthony. I am enjoying it for what it is. I've started to see the cracks in the game, but of course, it is still a very good game that I am still enjoying a great deal. I took several pills, yes. I don't have Dramamine, which is what I was just looking for, and I need to add that to my list before I forget. Because I'm nauseous as hell. So, okay. Oh God, tell me about it, Dakota. I love me some RimWorld, but damn, you know. Yeah, go ahead, Judo Joker, hit me. Citadel. Icecrown is, I mean, it's a very problematic zone, as all older zones are. But I will admit, the combination of aesthetic, music, and story of Icecrown, it puts it like in probably in the top 20-ish range, maybe top 10-ish range for me. Which probably doesn't sound pretty high, but then you consider how extraordinarily high quality the zones are on WoW, and that's pretty high. That's especially for such an old zone. So I had a random thought of just opening up, like getting rid of all that abyssalite, right? And just opening up one of the ice biomes. I got 3 ice biomes. And just straight up opening it up, right? And just letting the temperature move out and see what happens. Yeah, no kidding, Cloden. Absolutely. But I think that's a huge amount of effort for something that's probably not going to work anyways. So rather than, especially since the best place to do that would be right here. Problem is, this is my cistern, and it's a really well-positioned cistern. This is near perfect spot for all this crap to be. Hell, even the fact that this is a carbon dioxide spot is great for being right next to the ice. So I kind of don't want to mess with this any more than I have to. It's another thing I wanted to look up. So we know that jumbo batteries generate a lot of heat. 1.25. Okay. How much do transformers generate? Looks like 1. So not as much as batteries, but still quite a bit. Rockets, Spartan. We've actually already found space. It's right there. See? But the only other reason I'm hesitant to tap into here is chlorine. There is chlorine. There's actually liquid chlorine in here as well, which is worrisome. I think that's what we're trying to find out, honestly, Takoya. Near as I could tell, the game launched, and by launched I mean early accessed, with no story whatsoever. And it was patched in later. Which means rather than, say, surviving Mars, which has a very clear and definitive goal and regular trade with the home planet, this feels like they kind of backported the story, and so it's more like figure out what's going on. So when you say what's the story, what's the objective, the answer is legitimately, I don't know. Yeah, RimWorld has more structure than this. RimWorld actually has some fascinating world building if you dig into it. Let's finish sweeping that corridor so we can chop off that oxygen sieve. Although I notice there's a lot of CO up there. That's strange, but whatever. We're going to live with it. Hey, Colgrim. I got your sub earlier. Thank you, Colgrim. If you want to put that towards anything in particular, please, as usual, let me know. I will say this this insulation is already doing its job, so that's good. But... Damn it, Reggie. Oh, gotcha, Colgrim. Either way, still appreciate you. Moving the batteries feels like a minute ago. While I was resting my eyes, I had an idea for a battery hub. But I'm going to need a lot of space for it. Molten? No, I have hot areas, but nothing molten. Like down here is 90 degrees, for example, and we've got some natural gas thing going on down here. But we haven't hit molten yet. There's actually another frozen one down there. Yeah, so that abyssalite is a very strong insulator. You can kind of see the boundaries on the map there in the temperature. That's the abyssalite. That's preventing temperature from crossing biomes. Unless we open a hole, which we'd never do, of course. Ignore these holes up here. Okay, we have a little bit more copper now, which is good. Hey, Trihexia. And this is not yet connected to the left plant, but it will be connected to the left plant soon. We have some really basic things that cool. But only really basic things. Let's experiment. Let's set up an ice fan over here. And just honestly see what happens. This is the area that is in most need of cooling down now. We actually have found oil. We've even got a area set up for grabbing it, which we will do in a bit. For now, though, I need people to finish clearing out this area so I can seal off that hole. Speaking of game ideas I'd love, see, you remember how the only really good part of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts was, you know, the shipbuilding mechanic, which was actually pretty legit? Could have been better, but it was still fun. We've only had a shipbuilder in, like, Star Trek. Or Star Wars. Or, you know, anything else, really. Just random thought that occurred to me earlier. I've got it. I'll take the Death Star laser and I'll tack it onto the thing. I could use slides to go down faster, but I'd still need the ladder to go up, Gigapudding. So I would double my production time for a minor increase in speed, and for something I don't do all that often, I don't really feel that's necessary. Like, this is temporary. Almost all these long ladders are either temporary or are regular transportation. Come on, this is valuable granite, and I kind of want it. Yeah, I have seen elevators on the research tree. So that's something. I know distress is still kind of a problem, and it's all still scales of justice. What is up with you? Why are you the only one who's stressed? Why are you the stressed person? Like, can I have, like, more detail on why you're so stressed? Is it just you're not bleeding the stress out? Is that the problem? Because everyone else seems to be bleeding out their stress. Can you, like... You know what? Hang on. Oh, Scales of Justice is assigned to it. Okay. Well. They are sick, but I can't cure them because that requires a flower I haven't found yet. Although, speaking of which, what was that called? Balm lilies. If I find balm lilies, I need to think about that. Also, I've got phosphorite finally. But balm lilies. So there's a balm lily right there. What do you require to grow? Requires chlorine. Okay, setting up a chlorine gas, like garden is something I could do. That's gonna take some thought and some work and a lot of effort. So, you get to keep being sick for now, because that's a tomorrow problem. Yeah, Scales of Justice doesn't look like he's doing very well. And the really sad part is there's just not a lot I can do about that. Look, if I could heal him, I would have already done so. With this hot tub. Which he's like right there. He's like, I'm right here. I'm so close to the hot tub. But no, get out of here. Seriously, though, Scales of Justice, could you, like, go relax? Like, higher priority relax, please? I know it doesn't, like, cure you, but, God, just get a massage, dude. Okay, so now that we got that... Let's go ahead and do, that. Oh, no, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's getting a massage. Good, Scales of Justice. Good. Yes, I know you're sick. There's really nothing I can do about that. You're gonna have to let your autoimmune system deal with that. We do have food still, right? Yep, we still have food. Looks like he will recover from that naturally in about a day. Get some rest, man. This is still like a nice place, right? To sleep. Like I put some effort into this a while ago. Past me, put some effort into this. Where's the decor? Yes, okay, the sleeping room is still a nice room. so's the eating area, actually. This is too hot. Speaking of which, waiting delivery. Ice. Do we have any ice? We probably don't. Oh, no, we actually do. Where? Huh. Okay, you'd think that would need to be in, like, freezer or something, but whatever. We can make ice by freezing water. Now that's interesting. It looks like this is actually a manual temperature reducer. So that's not quite as useful as I was hoping. Ooh, excuse me. That reminds me, though. Metals, please. So there's gold, there's copper, there's iron. There's wolframite. More iron, more iron. Bunch of gold down there. I should say buff. Decent amount of wolframite. Gold, gold, gold. Just kind of confirming what I thought. We are close to being at a point where we've mined out all of the major copper nodes. So our sources of copper have shrunk substantially. And that was something I was afraid of. Now, we have access to a couple other things, but that's something I'm going to have to be more careful about in the future. Okay. Yeah, copper and gold are both really nice for electrical grids. Speaking of which, looks like this is finally on the right grid. Yep. So the left grid is actually doing much better now. We could even hypothetically start refining metal again. I wish there was like a map, you know? Like a super zoom out. That's another thing I need to be doing. I need to stay hydrated. That one's out of water. Okay. Oxygen situation is doing way better. Like, we still have some CO2 here and there, but sealing off those two things. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I wanted to set up a an oxygen barrier over here as well, I think. An airlock over here. No, Giga Pudding, no! God damn it. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Probably not going to be super necessary, but this is mostly just to keep oxygen as not an issue. So hold on. So we've got hot temperature coming in from like here. That's a slow drift, but that is going to be a problem long term. And don't we have conductive tiles? I remember reading about that in the research thing. We might not have them yet. Or maybe it's under... There it is, temp shift plate. That's not what I think it is. Not that I'm aware of, J. Palmer. Heat, so that's reactive, which allows... Damn it, Giga, no! This allows temperature to move more quickly through it. Are you talking about the Mass Effect thing? Because I saw that, and that's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, what was the question, J. Palmer? I apologize. Oh, sorry. So, okay, I can take ship from Star Wars and Star Trek and mash them together. Let me unpause while I think about that for a second. We have, like, no copper ore left. We got 9 tons of copper ore, which isn't great. How much gold do we have? Not a lot. We have hardly any iron. So we just haven't really been finding iron. Yeah, we have no iron, excuse me. See, ironically, I was thinking the exact same thing, Reggie. I want a ship I can live on, right? Like, I want a ship that is my home. That's what's always appealed to me about that type of thing over in Star Wars, and to a lesser extent over in Star Trek. But having some quality of life features like, I don't know, random example, having a holodeck would be really, really nice. So, yeah, the Galaxy and something like the Agent ship from Tor would be probably my first guess, or my first thought. I've discovered a functioning teleportation device with a pre-programmed destination. It appears to go to another planetoid, and I'm fairly certain there's a return device on the other end. We can access other planets now. Much smaller. Yep, there's the edge of the world. Much smaller. Yeah, see, neutronium at the edge of the map there. A salt slush geyser. That produces brine, and I happen to know brine can be turned into both water and salt. I actually haven't found a use for salt yet, believe it or not. But, that's an infinite source of salt. Water. Interesting. And we do have access to that teleporter. We've dug it out. We can reach it right here. Let's make it daytime. I'm tired of the night thing. If I could have my colors saturation back, please. What? Colgrim, you're fired. Okay. Oh, nice, Dark Prince Robin. You going for him? I need room. I need physical space. I think power is solved enough right now that we can start thinking about other things. And I think I can say the same thing about oxygen. It's not great quality, but it's there and it's getting there. And it is assumably continuing to rise. Yeah, the problem is, like, up here, there's no density at all. And it's slowly pushing its way up. So it's taking a minute to get up, but it is going up. And I have several deliberate holes in the floors, whose only purpose is to allow oxygen up and carbon down. I was actually thinking about wider holes, but wider holes means redesigning the whole base, which, honestly, that might be the stage I'm at. So let me think about this. Let's move you. Oh, hang on. Let's look at our plumbing lineup. That's what I thought. Get rid of these. Get rid of these. Get rid of this. Go grab that. How you doing, Scales of Justice? Terribly! Did you, like, stop doing terribly? Is that something that you have in your... Why do we have CO2 in the... Okay. Let's do some really quick patch fixing, actually. Before we move forwards. Actually, that might not be a bad... God, this takes copper. I just noticed that. Everything takes friggin' copper. Or iron. Or everything. Oh my god. Clean up after yourself, Colgrim. When you're done pissing yourself. There's that chlorine. Hey, more dream journals. Okay. Did someone else make a mess? No, it's just Colgrim continuing to be messy. Colgrim, we need to have a chat. Hopefully this will allow air to flow more freely throughout the base, which is actually exactly what I want to happen right now. Okay. Now we have multiple airflow tiles going all up in multiple directions, except for over here. That's what I'm thinking, I see. You'll notice I just cleaned this area out. So... what I'm thinking is, let's go ahead and make a mess. Let's get rid of the shower. That's what's going to happen. We're going to get some water all over the place here, but that's okay. We actually have a lot of mechanisms in place to deal with water at this point, so I'm not as worried about that as I usually would be. let's deconstruct that. And let's get some tile going. Looks like we're slowly shifting over to granite. So let's get some granite tile going here. Yeah, that feels right-ish. We can fit 3 in there. And then 1 up there, so 3 and 3, which hopefully will be enough. If 3 and 3 isn't enough, then honestly, whatever. So we're gonna do... Oh, I could squeeze a 4th in there. Do it. Cancel. Cancel. Squeeze a 4th in. This will be Showerville. You should be connected. Ugh. Suppose we can start working on the plumbing right now for this. So I'm gonna need... this is actually gonna be really, really basic. I just need... Out. 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 And then... In. Done. I'll get the shower. I'm sorry, Evo. I offer you my hugs, my sympathy, and my AK-47. No, sort of oxygen. It's still spreading very, very slowly. The seal is armed, so all the other oxygen outlets are currently sealed off, so that's good. How's our algae? I want to start tracking algae permanently. That's something I want to be on top of. I notice we are actually starting to run out of algae, and that's going to be an issue at some point or another. Now, the good news is we have plenty of slime. Bad news is we're not making any with it right now. Yeah, we have 11 tons of slime. Sorry, Reggie. Needed it. Well, she needed it. It's a good cause. So there are 3. It's really up to you, Evo. I trust you. It's your book. I know. It's the extant, but it's still your book. So I want you to have a cover that you'd really be proud of. It's something you'd look at and be like, yes, this is awesome. If you mean in terms of, like, size, that would take me longer to find out. But it's something I can do. Ideally, like, a nice wide thing that can then be wrapped around like that. With most of the focus on the right side of the picture, so that'll be on the front cover. Oh. Oh. Ow. Made a mess. Why are you pissing yourselves? You have a washroom. Okay, hold up. What's the issue with the washroom? I mean, okay, right this very second, there's an issue with the washroom. Give you that. But, like, man up. Go to the bathroom. Oh my god, everyone's peeing everywhere. Just fix it. Just fix it. Get rid of all the pee. Shouldn't be causing an issue, though. See you around, J. Palmer. Like, there is a screw up here, but it shouldn't be stopping the water from going to the right. Nothing should be stopping the water from going to the right. Thank you, J. Palmer. Whoa, 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 don't do that. No, white is input. I'm correct. Look, see? It's connected to the inputs just like it always was. And the output is going out to the dump. Yeah, the algae one was off. Oh, it looks like it... Apparently it was the algae one. Okay, so apparently if you have an output set to an input pipe, the pipe just stops. That is actually good to know. I could be fancy about this. But screw being fancy. Actually, while we're here, this is no longer necessary at the moment. There. We have 3 frickin' working restrooms now. Hopefully that is sufficient for you yahoos. If I need more restrooms, I can make more restrooms. I do have that power, but that's going to take some redesigning, so we'll... back to that. It's taking forever to research, too. God dang. Alright, okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Colgrim? Temperature is still an issue, but we don't really have much of a solution for it at the moment. This is wiped, this is wiped. So, something I've been kind of waiting on is clearing this. So let's go ahead and high priority sweep out this. Get all that crap out of there. And honestly, get all that crap out of there, too. Where are we at on skills? How's our happiness? How's our morale? Not great. Oh, there you go. There's the problem. His morale needs to be higher. Like, just, that's it. His morale just needs to be higher. And the decor needs to be better. Colgrim, you do nothing. Blade Traval. Go grab that. Let's grab that. Get you a nice hat to go with it. Now that we're finally over the power hump, only took us 2 frickin' sessions. 2 full shifts to solve power. But now that we're over the power hump... I want to set up a distiller. Down... here? Or do I want to do it here? I can also just move this one. It's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's just move this one down here. Say right here. Catch all that oxygen as it's coming out of here. Is this game grindy? No. I've already voiced my concern about the power issue. You can argue that I'm an idiot, and that's fine. I have no counter-argument for that. But the truth is that it took an inordinately long amount of time to really come up with a workable long-term solution for power. Hell, even a short-term solution for power. If you were paying attention, coal really did put us in a massive debt, which we never actually got out of. Coal was just a huge loss. Hydrogen wasn't really workable, and was using up valuable hydrogen, too. And oil we only just found. We got really lucky in finding a natural gas geyser. And we're doing great on that now. As you can see, we're still not even using all the natural gas for pumping, which is fantastic. I'm actually legitimately thinking about setting up a fourth natural gas generator and going ahead and hooking that up to the middle node. Because right now, the left node is being powered by that generator. These two generators are powering the right node. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave those there for redundancy. But we are going to lower their priority substantially. Yeah, the stress, it's all one person. And there's not really a lot I can do about it. He's also the only person assigned to the massage table. Yeah, it's you, Scales of Justice. And the problem is there's just not a lot I've been successful at doing to fixing that issue. Like, obviously, the low oxygen is hurting you, but you're just not killing your stress like everyone else is. Hell, your next step is de-stress on the massage table. Yeah, I know. You are my researcher, Scales, and that is the problem. I'm sincerely debating putting the research and necessary resources into resetting your skills, because I think that's a thing I could do. I feel like I saw that somewhere. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm crazy. But I swore I saw a thing that allowed me to reset your stuff. I could also just add things to increase your morale. Which... yeah. Wow, the jukebox generates a lot of heat. Jesus. Yeah, it might be what I'm remembering. I might have seen it in the research tree and just not actually built it yet. I really want these cots, but cots take plastics. Yeah, no kidding, Scales of. I honestly got some pretty bad initial people, and that's been hurting. Okay. I think the washroom problem is as fixed as it's getting for the time being. And we're about to have something converting slime into algae, which is good. I've got a lot of cleanup I could be doing, but if I'm being honest with myself, I really feel like I need to work on this oxygen situation a little bit more. There's just too much crap up here. So... let's get a pump going right here. Well, it's not oxygen has become an issue. It's just oxygen is not solved to my satisfaction. You'll notice down here, nothing but nice, clean, breathable oxygen. It is slowly making its way up. It is. It is slowly displacing its way up, but it's just not going quickly enough. And this is almost assuredly at least one of the problems that Scales of Justice is suffering, and it's going to be a problem for everybody the longer it goes on. So... what I want is I want to dig like all this hydrogen, for example, and this carbon dioxide and this chlorine out of the top and dump it down. I could also just literally dump... that's actually not a bad idea. I could have this pump right here, pretty much at the top, just pumping everything down. Don't even put a filter on it. Just dump all oxygen from the top down. And that's not a bad idea. Getting the pipe for that's going to be irritating. Because we've got a lot of oxygen pipes going on right now. Yeah, let's do a little bit of cleanup here really quick. Just super quick. This is all unnecessary at this point. All of this. All of that could be nuked. You get to be nuked. You get to be nuked. You get to be nuked. None of that is necessary anymore. And then what we can do You know what? Actually, hang on. Let's repurpose. So right now, it is filtering oxygen. Hang on. So let's look at your setup here. Yeah. So it's filtering oxygen down, and everything else is getting dumped out. And that oxygen is going up into those, which is fine. But no, I shouldn't mess with it. I shouldn't mess with it. I shouldn't mess with it. Never mind. I changed my mind. Changed my mind. So let's plan for how to get this oxygen down. So first and foremost, this is all a whole lot of unnecessary and redundant piping that does not need to be here. This is artifact design, nuke it. This could go right over here instead. Like that. Now, it's still not going to be super neat and tidy. So we're just going to let that sit for a bit. Do a little jig. I'm also going to do a very, very temp solution to this. Just get some insulation on our batteries. Just really quick. We've got the granite to afford it. And it'll help keep some of that heat from spreading anymore. Oh, Jesus, Grumpai. That's... How did that go? I've also been very seriously debating increasing the size of the aquifer here. I was originally going to put the power plant right here, but actually the power plant being under it seems to be working out better for the overall setup. So I think I'm going to agree with myself on that point. So, let's play with something. Shall we? Let's be weird. Let's poke at things. Where is Robo Miner? Oh my god, that's a thing. Where I don't actually know where it is. Skill Scrubber. We do have a Skill Scrubber. Go ahead and get that going. We'll fix Scales' problems. Come here, Scales. We need to fix your brain. Oh, sorry. Had to get at least one Mwahaha out there. Where's the frickin' sweeper? Oh, there it is. So we're going to do a really temporary thing. Put it over here. It's something I'm managing. Thank you for asking. We are getting so far out of everything. Let's just do the heavy wiring for right now. Yeah, Play Jamal's just, I got this. Okay. We're just gonna leave it sit for a second. Algae still says it has no liquid output. Algae is lying to me. Oh no, it's just not built yet. Okay, never mind. Algae is not lying to me. You too, Evo. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I wish there was a way to tell a generator to turn off when the batteries were full, you know? Thank you for reminding me, Reggie. I'm sure there is a way to make that work. I just don't know it. No hostiles yet. Emphasis on that. Get that insulation going. There we go. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but as perfect as it's getting. And then, let's not be fancy. Let's just do this. Straight down. That might be out of reach. That is out of reach. That's fixable. Off right now, yeah. I thought about cannibalizing my existing, the Comcast pipe for this, but honestly, I feel like that would be a mistake. So, like, you never know when I might need that, and I don't want to rebuild all that nonsense. The Comcast pipe was such a huge endeavor. We don't need to have to redo all that nonsense. So. Yes, I know that you're stressed. We're working on it. We're working on it. Yeah, we can also just leave the Comcast pipe as a monument. To, ugh. As the sun goes. Power is as solved as I think it's getting anytime soon. I'm so sorry, Grumpy. By contrast, I hope you're enjoying it. Really. I am legitimately irritated that I have so little ability to help heal people. Like, I need herbs, which require chlorine. Space! See? Space. Yes, Octave. Okay. Not space travel yet, although we do have a teleporter to another planet. We're working on that. Hey, Dark Prince Revan. How'd the clunking go? I am vaguely alarmed at how big our aquifer has slowly become. Not aquifer, sorry, our cistern. I always plan to expand it, but Jesus, that's a thing. Well, we're turning a lot of our natural gas into We're turning a lot of our natural gas into polluted water. And all of the toilets and showers obviously dump out polluted water. And I think that's kind of it, actually. While we're here, let's look at the other planet really quick. Let's look at metal. Is there any metal here? Where's materials? Where's materials? No metal visible, like, at all. Oh, hang on. There's some gold. A little bit of gold. We could find, like, a really, like, metal-rich asteroid right now. That would actually be really, really nice. O2 is in the process of being fixed right now. I think. I shouldn't say that so definitively. Why did that not connect automatically? Joims are actually still going down bit by bit. At least over there. Over here, there's germs. There's a lot of slime lung over here. And I don't know how to filter germs out of the air. So that's something I'm going to have to figure out at some point. 8 Evo. Yeah, this is pretty much the sewers over here. And all that implies. We are making new algae, which is good. Do we have something like an air scrubber? Maybe in our medicine? Maybe under stations? Maybe under utilities? We have germ sensors, but not a way to actually clean germs. Yeah, no, I stopped at 6, and then I accepted 2 more. And honestly, I probably shouldn't have, but we were getting pretty desperate. These are always high priority. That crap. How's our temperature looking? Spread of temperature is a little more under control. Oh, there's some of that cooling. You got this, Blade Duvall. It's okay. You're churning the ice crank. Hey, Paranet Android. Thank you, as always, for the sub. If you give me a moment. Put that towards Alpha Centauri. Deus Ex Human Revolution. And the Zelda block. Yeah, no, the moment we got the natural gas line going, things have been doing a lot. Still waiting on that. Is this working? No. Is this working? Looks like it is about to be working. Yep. We're just dumping all the gas that we have up here to the bottom. We're just kind of... We're going to see how that propagates. Any CO2 will get scrubbed. All this polluted stuff is going to get filtered out by the deodorizer right there. hopefully the oxygen will actually start rising. Speaking of which... actually misplaced that. Doing a little more cleanup while we're here. Speaking of which, make sure our earlier cleanup went correctly. Which it did. Good, good, good. Yeah, this is just pulling down chlorine. It's pulling down hydrogen, I think. It's pulling down oxygen. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I just wanted to pull down everything from up top and dump it down to the bottom where it can be properly sorted and filtered to go right back up. Is Sweepy doing his job? Awaiting delivery. Nope. Damn it, Evo. I swear to God. Why would you do this to me, Evo? You were like a brother to me, Evo. Is. Yep, okay, cool. Well, I do appreciate you, Evo. I do. And not just because you're an amazing artist. Yeah, suck up all that chlorine. Get it out of here. I don't actually have anything I could do with chlorine yet. You know what I could do? Oh, yes. And thank you very, very much, Evo. Nose to keyboard. Ugh. Which I especially do with a headache. Because that way, you know I mean it. It's easy to do something if it's easy, but if it's hard to do something, wow. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Deus Ex, Human Revolution. And Planescape Torment. When I'm more caught up, I think I'm actually going to push Planescape Torment up the list. And I don't mean this as an unkindness. Just to get it over with. Just to be like, alright. Let's just do it. Let's not dread it anymore. Let's just do it. And see what we think of it. And give it a very low score. Ooh, power outage in the middle. That makes sense. That actually does. Because of issues. Who's repairing you? Like, everyone's doing things they probably shouldn't be. I mean, it's aptly named, you know? Could you guys, like, go fix the generator, please? Please? Like for realsies. Here. Emergency. Go fix this before you do anything else. Why is this not doing anything while we're on the subject? Thank you for fixing the freaking generator. You can go back to being high priority. Thank you. Yeah, there's so much density down here in terms of air that it's actually having trouble being dumped out at this point. Oh my goodness. We are filtering almost all the polluted oxygen, though. It's not even going any further up. That's a good question. Can I? See, the problem is it'll leave me a yellow alert. So, no. I mean, yes, but I'm not doing that, is the answer to that. I know, right, Lord Harriman? I'm not going to. We'll get there. We'll get there. This is a slowly, increasingly better problem. But I do have some ideas, and I need to implement them, which means I need people to do their frickin' jobs. So if you could, like, do your jobs, please. I'd appreciate it. So that's not worth our time right now. Okay, the oil basin is empty. Temperature is stabilizing enough at the moment. The insulation really helped. Look at that. I think because there's just nothing that's been polluting it, Bladefall. Nobody really walks through here. And there's no plants or anything else. And all the CO2 is at this point being dragged downwards. And there's nothing directly over it, so nothing's being dragged directly. I'm surprised there's any CO2 in this room, honestly. Hydrogen makes sense. Okay. Okay. We still have a little bit of uranium. So we're not super hurting on uranium yet. I'm going to let everyone just kind of play catch-up for a minute. Food's getting a little bit behind. Crops are getting a little bit behind. Just kind of do some regular everyday jobs for a bit. Keep things running. Before I give you more work to do. Oh, hang on. The skill scrubber is here. Hey, Scales of Justice, could you come here? Real quick? Could you come here and so I can reprogram your brain? You got it! Oh my god. This is what is involved in reprogramming his brain. That's given me even more of a headache than I already have. Dang. It's fine. It's fine. When you come out and you're a zombie, you'll eat all of us because we have no defenses against that at all. CO2 is getting much more solved. I'm still actually in the middle of trying to 100% solve it, and I'm having some issues with that. I don't think this is working. I don't think this is doing it. Let's go and turn that off. Yeah, going on in there. Oh, okay. So, Scales of Justice. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where are you at? There you are. There you are. Light wounds. I wonder what from. Okay, but you are much happier. Alright, so I do need someone to be maxed out on science. I really, really do. But let me double check something. Yeah, the beatings continued and his morale has improved. Go figure. See, the problem is, and this, no offense, Skills Adjusted, but your skills suck. Like, this is not great. Yeah, exactly. You're either a rocket engineer, which we could do, or you're, you're really, really good at cleaning things up. And in fairness, there's actually something to be said for someone who's just really good at cleaning things up. That's not an unuseful thing. But we do want a Rocketeer someday. Ugh, where's Colbroom? Double ugh. But that means... See, the real problem is I need this research now. So what I'm thinking about doing is just making him a researcher and nothing else. Because that was the problem last time, is he was also a doctor in addition to that. So now he no longer has the morale deficit. And we still have our researcher. So we can actually keep researching. Oh, speaking of which, hang on. Scales here. Got a hat for you. Enjoy that sucker. You've earned it. It's the freaking Doc Brown hat. Oh my god. Hey, Desperado Joe. Oh my god, these things are breaking down a lot. That's a little worrisome. That's also worrisome because those take gold to fix. And it's not something we have a lot of. Okay. God damn it. Could someone do this, please? So we can finally see Sweepy in action. There we go. There's Sweepy. Okay, back to normal priority. Oh, here's what Sweepy's like. Oh, I love games like these. These are my bag. Desperado Joe. I don't see it having a face. It's just got the little eyes, which is fine, I suppose. This is extremely underwhelming. I was kind of expecting it to be, but I wanted to try it out. I just did that. Yeah, no, this is a fairly accurate representation of a Roomba. Not really all that useful, honestly. Cool. So, let's go ahead and deconstruct this. We have now poked at it. Good night, 040. Roombas can be situationally useful, legitimately. They really can. But they're not all situations useful, and therein lies the problem. Well, no, it depends on the quality of Roomba you get to. That's the other problem. Roombas are expensive. And you want a good Roomba if you're getting a Roomba at all. So you're looking at several $100s. Or $1,000 or $2 for actually good Roomba. Also depends on what kind of stuff you're regularly putting on your floor. Like if you have a pet, depends on the pet. Yeah, if you have multiple pets, low oxygen. Could you, like, not have low oxygen? Is that an option? I mean, I have no use for either Desperado Joe, so that's probably my bias there. Where did this water come from? I mean, it's whatever. I actually have the canals already set up for emergencies like that, but where the hell did that come from? Oh, whatever. Clean this crap up. And again. Nice priority. Sweep. Hey, Mr. Red. Yeah, that's another thing. If you have a very horizontal home, Roombas are a lot more useful. If you have a home with a whole lot of stairs, not as useful. Yeah, wow. AKA the worst class in that game. I mean, I'm not going to give Rogue any negatives, but it is going to probably be the least well-scoring class. Someone, please come turn this off. Now. Thank you. Jesus Christ, people. Yeah, if you see a Roomba climbing the stairs, run. We have begun. People catch up for a minute. I ain't blaming Bragon. It's just the truth, you know. Rogues just aren't... Well, I shouldn't say they're not as well designed. That's actually not true. It'd be more accurate to say that I just really don't like rogues, and I am not alone in that. They're a particular playstyle. And part of the biggest problem with rogues is they have to juggle multiple resources, which can work if they're very carefully balanced off each other. See Monk for a good example of that. But the way Monk balances ki and energy is great. The way rogues balance combo points and energy is awful. My opinion. It just leads to there being long periods of downtime and huge reliance on white damage. Okay, so that's all done. Let's save, shall we? See what happens. Oh, that's a lot of phosphor. That'll be nice. Oh yeah, no, rogues are... The biggest problem with Rogue, if I can be very, very honest, is that Rogue is designed like old MMO classes were. It's not designed to be functional and purposeful in its own right. It's designed to be useful in a group. Which, you know, is fine, but you can see why that just leads to it being frustrating. You got this, act! Just keep standing in the oil. Just keep standing in that oil. Hold your breath in the chlorine oil. Hold your breath in the 100 degrees chlorine oil. Okay. We have unearthed the crude. Odd. I knew that was going to be mean, too. Let's go and clean all that crap out of there before this gets too full. Just 100-degree chlorine and oil. That's got to feel great. Nice, Desperado Joe. That is always fun to do. A little bit of a rejiggering. No unions. Get in there. Get into the near boiling. Bragwin, science is up to +1. You're one of my main scientists, Bragwin, for reference on that. And now there's chlorine, carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen, and radiation in here. In addition to everything else. Alright, so let's start figuring out getting some crude. Oh geez, so I need to actually, like, let it fill for a bit. Okay, that's okay. I kind of was expecting that. Scales, how you doing? You're still wounded. Could you stop being wounded, please? Is that a thing you can do, please? Just stop being wounded. And could you, like, keep repairing these things? Please? These things need a lot of repairs. I'm starting to think power isn't as solved as I was hoping for. The good news is we're not really doing a lot of drawing of power, so... Repairs consume metals, which is gold amalgam and copper, refined copper, and that's irritating. But, ladies and gentlemen, renewable energy has been researched. We can access steam turbines and solar panels, and some other things. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. Fossil fuels. I love it. Let's do it. I don't remember what I was working on. I was actually working on something specifically. Hell if I remember what it was. Before I got off on the, I need to get... whatcha-fig. Listen, fossil fuels were just the win. That's interesting. Bunkers. Withstand extreme pressures and impacts. That sounds like what we build on the surface. And there's some conveyor stuff. Yeah. I don't know, I'm in a weird spot. I've been so focused on renewable energy for so long, I'm not sure what I need next. So let's just start going down the list a little bit. So that's going to produce crude. Keep making me that delicious crude. How's that oxygen situation? Slower than I'd like. I do want elevators, that's right. Where the heck were those? Probably beyond me. Yep, there they are, I think. Nope, that's jet suits. We have jet suits, apparently. God damn it. Ah! Here they are. We're actually only one node away, and we can research it. So transit. So we have a transit tube hub, transit tubes, transit tube crossings, and wind tunnels. That sounds like fun. Oof. Oof. Wrong element damage. We keep getting wrong element damage. What? I gotta see what's damaging the damn things. They keep taking in polluted oxygen instead of natural gas. Also notice the natural gas being dumped out is being dumped out at less of a rate. Yeah, that or the oxygen is just doing its own thing. Alright. Okay. New idea. Where's that one specifically? That's that one right there. So this is gonna be a thing. Okay, so first and foremost, got the pipe. Right now. Like, emergency. Got the pipe. Interim, less emergency. You call this stuff. This is a terrible idea anyways. Get rid of all that. Pipe. Cute. There's plenty of oxygen here to collect. By design. I don't know, Euro. I mean, there's no way I'm beating this today. Let's make that very simple. Coloring is... Okay, so orange is what's being filtered out. Which is actually not what I wanted to do. So let's actually swap these. just filter. Just filter. Natural gas. There. Okay. You forgot a cable. Thank you. Okay, so it's already not working at all. Why is it not working? Why is oxygen going out through the filter, which was told to only filter natural gas? Confusion. Oh, whatever. Reconnect the pipe and see what happens. Our stress is down. That's nice. There you go. Why do you say that, Yura? Okay, that appears to have smoothed out that particular problem. Now, hopefully, we won't... Oh, yeah, it'll be spoilers now. Hopefully, we won't actually be damaging these things by sending them the wrong freaking air, which I'm assuming is what has been damaging these things. I assumed it was just they just take damage, and that's just my life. But no, apparently we were just sending up oxygen into the intake pipe. Okay. This is not a perfect solution either. Which brings me to another thing I meant to do. So let's go ahead and get a gas storage, assuming there is such a thing. There does not appear to be anything. That is such a thing. There it is, gas reservoir. It's apparently over here. Or over here? Or over here. Or over here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Can I not rotate this? Seriously? Okay, that's irritating. But sure, whatever. I'll make that work. Building up still. Raspberry blondies are good. Can confirm. Yeah, give me that delicious natural gas. wonder if you just keep taking a person every single time, exactly how quickly that would go badly. I mean, I guess if you just don't care about them dying, you could just keep cycling through new people. That way we'd really be a proper corporation. Hey, Sean. There we go. So that's just there to handle a little bit of backup in case we get any. If we don't, it's there. It's fine. It's not a huge loss. Alright, alright, alright. Where do new people come from? We print them, you know. Obs. Let's go ahead and do what I've been holding off on for a bit. Let's save before I do this. That's very unlikely, Lit Earth. I'm not even sure they have brains, technically. I mean, any more than, like, a bug does. The UI is nice in general. Yes, absolutely. Huge pluses. Hey, Johnny Big B. Appreciate you as always. Give me a moment while this is... Oh, they're done. Okay. Johnny Big B towards Age of Empires block, BRPG block, and Dragon Age 4. You got it. Alright. So, this is going to get interesting. Let's do it. The plummeting animation. Yeah, that was actually pretty satisfying to watch. Probably gonna need a couple more like scaffolding things here. So just like one here and one here. Well, we want to watch them suffer, Lunaruth, obviously. So let's see if Dragon Age 4 is coming out today. Nope. It pushed a lot of oxygen up, which was, of course, kind of the point as well. Sorry, you asked that earlier, Yura. The only prediction I have right now is that it's going to suck. And I really hope I'm wrong. I would rather not be right about that. You know. Yeah, no, because... First of all, they've been working on it for quite some time with absolutely no word whatsoever, which is strange. And second of all, the fact that they're just like, we want to hit a darker tone, when ignoring the fact that that's already a red flag for any game of any type whatsoever. Dragon Quest has been dark since like 4, you know? Maybe 3, maybe 2. And it's like... What exactly do you think you've been making for the last 30 years, people? So, yeah, no, I'm not super enthused at the prospects. They're gonna go super grimdark. In the grim darkness of the future, there is only more grim darkness. Just, I mean, you could say that, Blade Tvul, and I wouldn't even have a good way to argue against that. But that doesn't sound like a good thing to me. Like, if they're like, alright, we're gonna go with super grim dark tone, and it's like, oh, okay, that sucks. That's pretty much my thoughts on that matter. Could you finish your jobs, please? Yeah, no, Dragon Quest effect is honestly awesome. It's something I'm really a fan of. Just go ahead and enjoy working underwater for a minute here, everyone. Oh my god, we have run out of natural gas. I know these things only pump things out intermittently, but damn, that's, that took a minute. Our germs are fine. Oh god. The slime lung is slowly spreading. So what's a steam turbine take? Plastic. Of course it takes plastic. This is not producing oil at a very rapid rate either. Well, you see, Lunar. Say about it, I would say that the cotton candy is really, really good. We do have research panels. Almost positive those also take... No, those take glass. I don't know how to make glass. Make it from sand. In what? You can make tungsten. For the first time, I think it's actually the second time, excuse me. I'm going to Google something. I need to know what we make glass in. It's apparently made in a glass forge. We'll go ahead and actually focus on that. Produces molten glass from raw sand, by the way. So that's cool. And then we'll have to figure out how to get molten glass into glass. All this is pointless because I ran out of natural gases. Like, that's extraordinarily bad. I was relying on this so much. There's almost no pressure down here. Like, almost no pressure whatsoever. The oil, there's no oil coming out. Like, it's such a minuscule amount of oil. I haven't even felt... I can't even put a pump in here yet to pump the oil out. There's so little oil coming out of it. There's another geyser right here. Could do that. Why I left all the manual generators still connected. By the way, pretty much to a T, the reason why that stuff is still there. Yeah, let's get a water pump going again, because, you know, you still need water. It's just sitting there dormant, like it does. So this is gonna sound funny, but there's several things I can do right now. All of them require power, which I just ran out of. I mean, I can just wait it out, and that honestly might be the answer here, is to just hope that my resources survive long enough to endure the gas drought that I'm currently going through. Because that appears to be our option at the moment. One of them requires plastic, the other one requires glass, Colgrim. Glass, I'm nowhere near. Plastic requires oil. That's the other thing, Lord Harriman. I think, in all honesty, for no real other options, I'm gonna have to go ahead and start digging down. So, let's do a couple things. Go send a researcher to analyze that. Same thing here. I don't know what that does, but I'm gonna mean to do that anyways. How's our brain doing? Halfway full of dreams. Cool. No, can I send a person to this? Nope. How about to this? Nope. Yeah, no, so we're still analyzing dreams. We'll get to that, I suppose. I honestly really only have one choice at the moment. That is to dig. To go back to digging. Honestly, I think I'm okay with that, Lord Aramont. It's not a huge amount of gas anyways, and at this point, whatever. Although, we do this. And this. And then boost priority on one of these. To my knowledge, they don't draw power when they're, you know, not doing anything. When they're just sitting there. I could be wrong about that, of course. Because, like, if that was true, this thing would always be a problem. Because it's 1200 for the frickin' machine. For the smelter. So they're just sitting there like, you're like, yeah, what? Now we play the waiting game. Is any of that gas? Yeah, a little bit. What is everybody doing? What are you doing? Oh, I think you're stopping on Dream Journal. Hey, Act. I got some pajamas for you. Ironically, I can make my people move faster because I have better ladders and better walls. All they require is metal, which requires power, or plastic, which requires oil, which requires power. Got enough. Yeah, let's take it a little bit of extra power going. Just a few snippets here. What are you doing? Oh my god. Could you, like, do this, please? And also this? Alright. Study it, Scales. Study that sucker. Yes, let all the gas flood in now that you're studying it. I don't think that's quite what I was going for, but whatever. It's just giving us a band-aid on the power situation for a second here. Wow, that is going to take an extraordinarily long period of time. Like a really... What is the benefit of doing this? Because this is going to take days. Like, literal days to study this stupid thing. But it's a natural gas thing. I know exactly what it's for. Well, we'll at least have a little bit of power going again. That's nice. We're filling up those batteries again. Oh my god, why is there this much CO2 here? Are you not producing? You're not producing algae because we're out of algae. We're straight up out of algae. We don't have another source of oxygen, I think. I guess we could do the electrolyzer. But sure, you know what? Why not? Look at all that red and purple. Oh my god! I'm honestly not even sure why that happened. All I did was open up this space, and then, like, all of the oxygen went away. And that's the only major, like, architectural thing I've done, so I'm not sure why that, of all things, and letting all that oxygen out, would cause all the oxygen to go away, and everything to be replaced by hell death. Alright. The CO2 vent is covered, but we are still carbon skimming down here. Notice there's almost no carbon down here. Maybe the carbon's just having trouble getting down again? Although, even though everything's been opened up to go both up and down, so I don't know why. Like, I noticed this is becoming a carbon trap very quickly. Alright. It's just I don't have the power to really do this right now. I don't think I have another choice. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And put these right here. I don't think it'll work because the air can't go through the water to get down there. Unless you mean, like, on the sides. It's interesting to put a gas pump in the reservoir. Alright, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. One there. One there. And God, I don't know. Get rid of this. This is just taking up space. Well, okay, sure. No, don't put it on yellow alert, just normal priority. Why does this have no power? Why do you have no power? Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me with this crap. And I need that, like, now. Oh, thank God. Okay, so water is once again pumping. Jesus, game. If anybody pisses themselves, they're fired. Just saying. Okay, and these areas are cleared. So let's go ahead and get the electrolyzers going. Right here. Right here. And I turned on scalding. That's a new one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Hey, Bragwin, you don't have to analyze the thing that's burning you alive anymore. You can leave. We'll figure that out later. I turned on the filter again to start refilling the aquifer. Okay, so power. Jesus, we are so low on everything. Okay. I sure hope gas explosions aren't a thing. Now, I know this is going to create hydrogen too, but honestly, we're just going to live with that for the time being. So there's not a lot I can do about that. We need another source of oxygen. Thankfully, hydrogen is going to go... I might actually get a hydrogen trap at some point to deal with that problem. But yeah, we need oxygen now. So if you would, please... Food has decayed. And you see I'm sending that right up into these two areas. Yeah, there's the hydrogen. It's already up there. It's the red stuff. Congrats, Ross. I mean, that sucks for me, but it's awesome for you. So congrats. At least I hope it's awesome. I hope it's a good job. Not a good job, less awesome. So. Okay. I'm really sick of the power issue. I'm actually legitimately sick to death of the power issue. The fact that I'm still having power issues this far into the game. How much that's hampering me at every level has stopped being fun. Like, the moment I thought I had the power thing settled with natural gas, which, I remind you, was not exactly a small investment, I was like, oh, thank God. Now I can start working on other things. We can expand, we can explore, we can figure out this crude thing. Speaking of which, how's the temperature? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, let's just build some insulation tile right there. No reason. Well, since we're, like, I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I feel like I should be at the point where air should be a long since solved issue, instead of a giant sea of red and purple. Let's go digging. Let's find out what's down. The gas, the geysers go back and forth between being dormant and dumping out stuff. It is currently dormant, so it's useless. That would be nice. Jesus, Act. Just crawling down here. She will change outfits at least 3 times that I'm aware of here. And back up. You know, I don't mind, really, having temporary solutions in games like these. But I'm kind of with Lord Harrimont. I would like to reach the part of permanent solutions by now. You know? Like at least 1 or 2. Looks like this is my major source. Should be a range of everything. So anyways, let's do another temporary solution. Alright, good Thorn. Thought about it. Go ahead, Grumpy. I mean, this is long since something I'm just kind of mentally walking away from. It's there for whenever it turns back on, and then we'll have power again until it turns back off. Water is doing okay. Power is not, as is the norm. I don't think I've been okay on power the entire game, not counting just the very beginning of it. Actually, food's there. That's how I call that. Yes, oxygen. I don't have anything to say about oxygen at this point. Like I said, we're going to tap this one last vein of algae here. Got to deal with oxygen for the temperance, although that, of course, does nothing for power. Like, just in the middle of the stream. Oh no, I'm out of power. How did that happen? I don't even know what this is going to do, but at this point I'm just trying things out. Blindly. I think we will do something I've been holding off on for a bit. Let's go ahead and make a fire pole down here. Whoops. Just to speed up Ect getting down there, and quite literally for no other reason. Yeah, right now I'm just going to grab the hydrogen gas and then sit on it. I don't really have a use for it at the moment. I could turn some of this hydrogen into power, and I'm debating that, but at the moment I just want to be grabbing it at all. Crazy notice is sparkly. What's the issue? There is no issue. Yep, so it's just slowly putting in hydrogen to that. And oxygen. And polluted oxygen. And slime lung. Why are you hungry? Go get food. Yeah, no kidding, Lord Gremlin. That is good advice. Good advice. Alright, Ect, you got this. I believe in you, Ect. And he's gone. God damn it, Ect, you're terrible. Alright, what keeps getting Ect wet? There should be no water in the base that anybody's walking through at this point. Let's see what we got from this. Mushrooms. I'll take it. Yeah, build vertical, not horizontal. Don't do what I did and make a nice wide base. This was a mistake. At least some of the carbon's finally starting to fall again. Still a bunch of hydrogen up there, but I don't really think there's a lot I can do about that. At least not at the moment. You know what I could do? Actually, not a bad idea. I'm gonna do something really weird. I'm just gonna put a bunch of hydrogen in this room and just kind of leave it in there for now. It's a de facto hydrogen storage. And the rest... I don't know about the rest. The rest of everything. We'll put in here. See you around, Devo. Room Hindenburg. I like it. That way we can expand it over there when we need to as well. It also means we can turn the electrolyzer back on if we want to, which we can't because we have no power. There is no power. I'm starting to think that that power is just a myth in this game. There never was and never will be power. Oh yeah, I decided to Google something. Apparently, there's a specific forest biome, which we haven't seen at all, which is what the wood burner is for, so... That's not great. Also, there are biomes littered with coal, which we also have not run into. That's not great either. So, these two don't work at all for our specific situation. Unless we start massively harvesting those stupid bug things to make coal. So, that's out, unless we do a bunch of stuff. That's out, period. Petroleum generator requires oil. That's out. Natural gas. Well, we're already doing all that we can with that. So that just leaves hydrogen. That means there are 3 sources of power we have right now. Manual, coal if we do investment, and hydrogen if we do investment. The last time we tried hydrogen, that didn't work out great. Which is why I've been hesitant there. Yeah, thankfully we got blade thermal, otherwise I think we'd be much more screwed than we are. Let's pretty much go ahead and set that back to auto. We have drained this room of natural gas. Oh yeah, because the fridge is off. Because the power is off. Duh. Go get the fridge running. Listen, Google has never led me astray, Permeus. Hey, we're almost done researching this thing. I wonder what's actually going to be the result of that. Okay. Well, we got a data bank out of it. Hey, Eternus. Welcome home, I suppose. So it lasts for 67 out of 112 cycles, a little over 50% uptake. The next activity will be in 36 cycles, so we are power dry for 36 cycles. So that's how long we gotta last until we can get back into no longer being terrified of for our life thing. Doubly funny, once it comes back up, this gas reservoir is probably going to be a lot more useful. How's our temperature looking? Still not great, but definitely doing better. Oh man, so one-time Kira White Noise. I was playing Factorio, and the nearest uranium was like miles and miles and miles away. Like, really far trip via train. That's how far away that was. And we just kind of lived with that, basically. It was just like, well, okay. Let's get going and hope for the best. Ah, good. It is now filtering? It is not filtering. Why is it not filtering? I need you to filter. I need your filter to be hydrogen. Aha. Okay, yep, that's valid. No, I still think I had good RNG. The mere existence of this natural gas spot right here is good RNG. Even if it only has 50% uptime, that is a great and reliable source of power. Once it goes back on, we will be good again for about 60 cycles. So that's legit. That's actually really good. We also have a steam vent here and one way up here, both of which are generating 200-degree temperature, which if we wanted to go that route, we probably could. We also got uranium not too far off, and tons of slime, which, weirdly enough, is actually a really good thing because that's going to turn into algae, at least with enough power for it. So no, this was still, I still stand by my statement, this was a pretty decent seed. Hey, Emiratsky. Thank you for the sub, as always. And if you want to put that towards anything in particular, up to 3 things, please let me know. Yeah, no, this is a good asteroid. I can tell you that right now. Right now, finally doing the hydrogen capture method that I was thinking about doing earlier. So there even is any hydrogen over here now. There might not be. You got it, Emrodsky. Give me 1 second. I will admit, I'm all down for challenge runs, but as I've said before, this is a little silly. But, whatever. Whee! Yeah, that helped X speed in getting down here a lot, which is good, because holy crap. Well, it is oxygen in there. There's another slime biome. Of course there it is. Oh yeah, spoil something for me. Can I do anything with Abyssalite? Because I've noticed it's not showing up in, like, the metals thing, for example. Well, I suppose it's check over here. Nope, yep. Sure, scales. So Abyssalite really is just waste. Just straight up waste. Holes? You mean like this thing right here? Or like another pole? Very curious what this is. I guess I can just look at this now. Gravitas has been growing pretty rapidly since our first product hit the market. I just got to look at some of the new hires. They're practically babies. Not quite what I was expecting, but then I've never had an opportunity to mentor someone before. More research required. How are you starving, Blade Devil? Stop starving. Go eat. You've generated power. Go eat. There's actually vacuum right next to the pump. That's actually funny. Okay, so now we shut that one down. Go eat. Well, we're going to keep digging pretty much straight down. So, but first, what is this? This is a receiving end of a teleporter from another asteroid, if I'm looking at that correctly. Which is, honestly, not as useful as I was hoping. I was hoping for something really cool, and instead, that's just whatever. That sucks. A lot of granite down here, a lot of salt. Not that I have needed that yet. Uh, 87 positives, Zactac. Right off the top head. Give or take. Well, more down, I suppose. But I'm doing my job correctly. We're getting a whole lot of these, like, Badlands biomes, tell you what. Like, just lots and lots and lots of them. Well, whatever. More down. More down. Home Alone's okay, yeah. It is a more enjoyable film than it is not. Sure, ISC. I have effectively given up on power, so anything you tell me is bonus points at this point. Right, look at all that hydrogen. Okay. Boom! There's the smart battery. Behold its power. Okay. No, I get the general idea. You want me to get into this menu. The menu I desperately don't want to get into. Okay. Alright. Man, if I could turn my friends into power. Wait a minute. I am turning my friends into power. Oh, sorry. So... if I'm doing that, I gotta really think about this. And enemies. Plentiful. And enemies. Essentially everything, Eternus. Alright. So I need... I don't know how transformers work. Let's build a transformer and just literally just look how it works. Let's just look at it. Let's get it on the screen. Blade Travel is correct. Everything I've tried for power, technically not including having people run on treadmills, has not worked. The only thing that has consistently worked the entire game. I don't know if there's a creative mode for this one. Cancel that. I don't know if there is an old age. And we still have produced so little crude. Look at that. Just a pittance of crude. Limits power through to 1,000 watts. That's it. It doesn't do what I thought it would do. That's not helpful. Okay. Okay. So if I split my sister into 3, looks cool.
Is for your Arceus. Is Kimono.
That's
It's lightweight.
gonna be cool. I like it already. I don't know how it's gonna look on me, but I like it. My sister got me a outfit,
Well, a piece of one.
a piece of an outfit, and a accoutrement. Of course. Here, come look at my terrible base that's falling apart. I'm actually legitimately considering giving up.
Is it still,
Power's the problem. So, you see this massive, insanely huge infrastructure and all this nonsense to get the power? Well, this natural gas vein, my only source of natural gas, is currently dormant and will be for another 34 cycles. So, that's no power. Okay, no problem. I found a source of crude. Problem is, it's putting out so little crude, this is all it's managed in the last, 10 cycles. So that's not a source of power. Okay, no problem. We got hydrogen, but the only hydrogen I've been able to produce so far is all this, and this will go away in a few seconds. So hydrogen might be a source of power, but isn't. Okay, no problem. I'll use coal. This is all the coal in the entire region, and this will go away in a very short period of time. It also produces a ridiculous amount of CO2, so that's not a thing. So my options are figure out the hydrogen thing, which I'm debating.
you found
doing.
the surface earlier, so just do solar.
That's a good idea. I'll just get solar, which requires glass.
Well, what happened to your sand?
Glass requires molten sand. What are you doing? Oh, okay. You know what I mean. I have to smelt sand, and that's a whole thing, which I can't do. The steam turbine requires plastic. Do you know what plastic requires?
Energy.
Oil.
Well, you've got some.
I really don't. So, what I'm doing right now is I am digging. I am just straight up digging down, looking for a Hail Mary.
Hey, I found ice.
Yeah, no, I've got ice biomes coming out the wazoo. I got one up here. I got one up here. And I got one over here, which is right next to the radiation zone. And then there's the actual one. And I got a giant brain, which I've been feeding my dreams. That's not a joke. That's a real thing.
Hey, that looks like people.
Yeah, there's occasionally these little things. They give little tidbits of lore, which I don't even know what that's good for, but it's good for something, I'm sure.
What's the green?
So which one?
That one.
So that's slime, that's algae, that's polluted water, and that is gold. You find gold in these areas. So if I can mine out all this, I have use for all of that. It's all useful. But you know what I really need to mine all that out?
Power.
Power. Do you see these no power symbols on half my base? That's because the only source of power I have right now is the power I started the game with, which is getting someone on a treadmill and running.
We'll put people on treadmills and have them run.
That's kind of what I've been doing, because that really is the option at this point.
You have 6 of them that I can see.
8 total. And yeah.
Okay.
It-
So find 8 people, put those 8 people on your treadmills. You'll be fine.
I mean, I'll never get anything else done, but yeah, that is true. Please, what are you doing?
I was getting it the rest of the way off.
I have a steam geyser. In fact, I have 2 steam geysers. All I need is the ability to pull steam turbine, which requires plastic, which requires petroleum, which requires oil and power.
So you just have to run for 34 days.
And there's the surface,
Ah.
just to prove. By the way, it did eventually clock over. And I just it's actually been a low priority thing, so I just haven't been met up to fix it. But yeah, there's space. I made it. There's my airlock. How's this doing? Oh, yeah, we're still doing good. I've got a spacesuit thing. I can't make spacesuits because that requires stuff I don't have. I'm just... This is extremely frustrating. Do you have an ETA on dinner?
I have no idea.
Okay. I wasn't sure if this is a Unite or not.
He has not asked me to.
Oh. So I'm going to keep digging. And honestly, I'm probably going to have to go ahead and bite the bullet and make a hydrogen farm. I don't even know how to begin doing that. I had an idea for the power
Split the
thing.
water.
Split the water. I know exactly what you mean, but like it is funny because my first thought was split the water. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Like this should be working. Why hasn't it? I've run into that problem several times now. Okay, so we still got hydrogen up there. Yeah, we just need to split the atom. We've got uranium. It's just, it's used for research. For some reason. And also wiring.
Because that seems smart.
It's safe. It's safe. It's fine. It's
Why
fine.
are you purple? Purple seems bad.
Purple is okay. Blue is good. So dark blue is okay. Like this is ideal. Light blue is what we want. Purple is tolerable. Red
I
is...
think you should probably fix your carbon dioxide problem.
No, it's about as fixed as it's getting, honestly. Like, we've got a whole CO2 trap down here, and other than this crap, it's all going over here, and this is processing it. That's why there's so much oxygen over here. And the oxygen just kind of goes up and up and up and just kind of spreads throughout the rest of the base. So, we're actually doing, believe it or not, pretty well in CO2. Earlier, this was red, the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And so was this, and so was this, and so was this, and so was this. We had, I think I mentioned to you during dinner last night, we had a blue belt, an oxygen belt, which was right here. And that was it. That was the oxygen room. Was where the treadmills were.
So this is where you go to breathe.
Yeah, go up there, get a breath, go back to work.
While you're up there breathing, run on the treadmill
Yes.
and produce some power.
Yes, produce some power while you're up there, or you're fired. And trust me, when you're fired in this setting, this is where you're going. Okay. Where's C-Star? Here, you can hold C-Star. Okay. Hydrogen. Where the hell... Okay, let me think about this for a minute. Because what I need to do... Okay, so if I set up more hydrogen generators like these guys, which, by the way, require power, then that hydrogen should get up into... I need to make like a hydrogen net. And then I could just put... Because I've already got kind of a hydrogen net up here. So if I seal this off... Let's do that. So let's seal this off. Seal this. Because I kind of want to move all the hydrogen like up to here. And then I can actually put a hydrogen generator up here and then pump the power back down into one of the networks.
You have more than one network.
I have to, because it's dumb. See, there's the West network, there's the Central network, and there's the right network. And
Does
yes,
they use different power sources?
yeah, different power sources, and the main problem is their cabling. Cables get overloaded if too much is on a single network, and it counts the entire network for the overloading. So, like, if I have, like, this is the problem I kept running into with this thing draws a ridiculous amount of power. So if I have the whole network set up, and they've got tons of power, and everything's fine, everything's cool, and then I turn this thing on, wires will start breaking all over the network. So that's just...
So that thing needs, like, its own network.
Pretty much, yeah. It is technically on its own network, it's just... It's off right now. It's got a bunch of really small stuff on the network right now, like it's got that little filter, and it's got this tiny little oxygen producer, and then it's got the pump down here, and that's kind of it. It's a bunch of little stuff. I'm just pulling from this generator, which is, of course, off because I don't have any natural gas. Okay. brain worky. I need to make a hydrogen trap. So let's nuke this, and let's get rid of all these too. And honestly, all of this. This is a temporary measure anyways. Get rid of all that crap. Let's fill in... How's our temperature over here? That's fine. Let's fill in this. Let's actually prevent this from being a hydrogen trap. And then kind of direct it up. So we need to kind of make this like that. So it'll kind of go that way.
Does that actually work?
I hope so. It does kind of follow physics a little bit. So that'll seal that in. That'll put that. So all the verticality will be going up here. Except for like this nonsense. So let's ignore this completely and move on from it. Let's go dig this crap out. And let's get rid of all this nonsense too.
Now you have a ladder that goes into the air.
Mm-hmm. Because now what we'll be able to do is we'll go ahead and put our hydrogen generator up here.
On thin air?
Yeah. We'll do just one for now. We'll see how the rest of that works out. It'll just sit there until I put something under it. I got a Roomba going earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's so worthless. It's
Yeah.
like, pulls up 10 grams. Pulls up 10 grams. And for perspective, a person can carry like 800 grams. And it takes them like a second to pick up 800 grams of something. So this thing is just, it was worthless. It was completely worthless.
But you didn't have to tell it to do it.
That's true. But it also only goes on one floor.
Oh.
So if it honestly, if I could set up Roombas to just roam the base, I would have done that forever ago. But it's a Roomba, so it can't go up and down ladders.
So you need 8 of them.
I mean, I thought about that too, honestly.
Just one for every floor, and then it goes me.
Yep. Just
me.
there's just tons of random resources just in a spot. I got trash everywhere. I need to actually do a cleanup round, but I can't because I don't have any power.
Why is there just a random bed right there?
I needed an 8th bed, and this has room for 7. Exactly room for 7.
Ah.
So this person gets to sleep out here in the hydrogen. And if they die, then they deserve to! Alright, so. Thank you, Eternus, for the subs. I do appreciate the support. And if you know what 3 things you want to put that towards, let me know. Or no, that was... Oh shoot, they're people! I made a mistake, they're not people! They're not people! Soylent Green isn't people, I swear. Oh yeah, this is that, okay. We're cool, we're cool. So let's go ahead and get this going. Got the rest of it in a minute. Okay, so that's FF16. Armored Core 6. And Age of Sail. Thank you, Eternus, for real. Alright, what are you doing? Why are you flapping, Easter? Are you making fun of me? Is that what this is? Do you mock my torment? I really wish I could get further down. Hey, Blue of Alex. Okay.
Stick some people on some treadmills.
I mean, I can't actually command them. This is an indirect control game.
Okay.
So that's an idea. So... Oh, what do we got?
So they don't care that much about the fact that there's no power.
I mean, they're not actually people. I'm not really joking. I still appreciate you, Blue Alex. So... Unless I find someone who is, like, amazingly good with their random traits, these people are all worthless.
So put them on...
So instead, I'll take the cure tablets. Because it's literally worth more than them. For real, because they not only generate more CO2 and more waste and more germs and take up more oxygen, they also take up more food, and we're kind of like right on the line with food. Like we have food, and if we had one more person, we would no longer have food. So we kind of can't take another person. That's a lot of oxygen in this room. Jesus. That's just weird.
Because nobody's been in there.
I mean, yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
Why are the lights dancing?
Those are creatures. They're tagged, see? So they're domesticated. They generate a lot of radiation and a lot of mood. Check it out. Where's the decor? So the green is good, and red is not, obviously.
Got it.
So I let these things roam the base because they had a lot of mood to wherever they're at.
They all appear to want to go up there.
Yeah, they like to roam.
They
Okay.
appear to like big open spaces because there's like 3 of them. You know, you just locked 2 in your oxygen water hole.
My...
Right there, to the right.
Oh. Have fun. Alright, so... Or, no. Get that. Just get some scaffolding going. So I sincerely doubt I'm going to have enough hydrogen for more than 1. Which means I'm going to want the hydrogen people on that node, which is middle? No, it's right. Okay, so I want this to be outputting to the right node. Do I have copper? Oh my god, I have no processed copper at all.
Well,
I have a little bit of regular copper. I have enough for 39 squares of regular copper, which I think will barely fit over here. So if I rejigger the node slightly, that might work. God. Okay, so let's reclaim a little bit. Let's reclaim all this. And then let's do this. No? Cannot. There we go. And let's bounce. So I need this to go over here. Is there an end game? We haven't even gotten to rockets yet, Dream Whisperer. Like, we've gotten to space. In fact, we've discovered another planet. Check it out. Here's another planet. It's kind of useless looking so far. Like, from what we can see from the surface, it's useless. They've got a salt slush, which is actually great. So that's a regular supply of salt and water. We also have no use for salt yet. So...
you have an ice biome.
yeah, I think this is nothing but ice and slime, honestly. It's just icy and slimy.
That's a really nice sounding planet.
That's where I want to live.
A slimy ice planet.
You might have more oxygen and less heat issues. Temperature is another problem I kind of had to start getting on earlier, and I did a big band-aid and I don't have a long band-aid.
Stay away from ice biomes.
But ice biomes are good, see? Nice. Cold things. Delicious cold.
I like how you just went through the ice biome to get to the...
So, what I do, Hunstrosities, I do both. People who have really, really good skills in something, I say always do this. People who have higher priority things that I never want them to do little stuff, I say never do that stuff. But then I also fiddle with this button all the time. And I will, I tend to kind of keep a mental track of like 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, and anything below priority, which is 4 or 5. Well, I generally don't go below 4. So like the food is always on a 7, it just sits there on 7.
Please make foods.
Yes.
Please make food.
Do not discontinue making food.
Please make food.
That's how I do it. I don't know.
Please make food.
Food make.
Please make food.
I can't. That's tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. Sorry, my voice is getting kind of croaky. Okay. Let's go ahead and let them deconstruct all that crap. let's go ahead and turn these things back on while we're at it. Whenever dinner shows up, Eternus, pretty much, which I just asked her about and have no word thereon. Make some mush bars. Let me scrape my tongue here, because of how bad that tastes. I mean, it's literally dirt. Yeah, food is one of those things we've been just barely on the high end of for a long time. And I do mean just barely. Okay. I sincerely doubt all three of these are going to work, but that's okay. Because I'm an idiot and put them in the wrong spot, so let's cancel all this. Right, so I forgot these need a pump. I have regretted going to 8 people a couple of times, yes. I feel like maybe I should have stuck with the 6. I mean, I know Blade Javal has been useful this entire time, so maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't actually know, but I've been wondering quite a while, like, is that the right move? Pipe is cheaper than electricity. Because we have such a deficit of copper right now. So, first, thank you for the sub, Astrocity. Appreciate you. Thank you. I suppose you don't know or care, but if you want to put that towards increasing priority in any specific future streams, you can let me know and I'll jot that down. You can pick up to 3. You don't have to, of course. Okay. So, let me think about this. I need... yeah, sorry, go ahead and tell me, Scales. I caught your question, I just didn't process it. Let's... gamble. We're going to gamble, and we're going to hope we can actually really, and I do mean, no, really, make a hydrogen trap up here. How's our brain doing? It's getting there. There's just stuff lying everywhere because I don't have time to just let people go and deal with it. These ladders are actually all made out of sandstone, Eternus. Go figure. Okay, so heavy wiring over to here. Or, no. Actually. Alright, who made a mess and why? It was you! No, it's because we're out of power, which means we're not pumping water, which means the toilets aren't working. So we're about to get contamination in the water supply again because we don't have power. This is just such a non-stop issue. This is ridiculous. I feel like I'm being slowly tourniquet here. Perfect. How do I look?
They all wear little red scarves in our case.
Do they really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you.
And it goes with your jacket.
I will wears. It matches my eyes. My eyes are green.
Yeah. Matches your eyes.
Okay. Let's pull these up to really high priority. Go run on those treadmills. We need to get the water supply going again. Stop being asleep. Stop being on the wrong treadmill. Stop pissing yourself. And contaminating the water supply. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. We're now pissing all over everything because we're out of power! Oh my god! I hate this game! Okay. Is there a cheat for infinite power? I can't imagine how there would be. It doesn't work that way. It's not like there's a power rating or whatever. Gotta be real. I'd be tempted right about now. I'd be really tempted. There's our hydrogen trap. There is solar power. We can't get at that at the moment. So that's cool. Okay. So I need you to connect to the east setup. God, I am so low on everything. There, I think I just barely have enough to do that. Flying fault things generate radiation? So near as I can tell, no. Would be the answer to that. I was kidding anyways. I don't actually want to cheat in this game. If I've reached a point of cheating in this game, then I've reached a point of putting the game down. I've actually experienced it 4 times already, Hunstrosity. The most common way it'll happen is if I just let the game sit there for a second. Like if I wander off for a minute to grab like a bite and I come back. It almost always happens at that point. I don't know why. I have no idea what's causing that. So I am, of course, going to need a filter. So let's just do this nice and simple. Where's the... There it is. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and get the pipe here. So we'll dump into there. Dump. Listen, I know they call me the bug runner for a good reason. That'll be all the other crap, which will just be dumped out there. And then hydrogen. Pull down to here. I wish I came up with the term bug runner, but that wasn't me. Someone else came up with that. Smarter people than I came up with that. Okay. And now we're going to be fixing the power issue, hopefully, on the right front, because that's causing all kinds of issues. Yep, including people pissing themselves. Quit it! God damn you. Now, the good news is that pissing is just going to go down in here, so that's actually fine, really. It just goes into the cistern, which is placed there for a freaking reason. Who else has peed themselves this morning? Anybody? That's funny, Lord Aramont. That is funny. Okay. Now we wait. Yes, I know we don't have toilets at the moment because water. Okay, now we have toilets again. Breathability is taking a hit. Yep. That's life. We need to house break these friggin' dupes. One last irritation is we gotta get power up here. Up into the hydrogen zone. Well, you see, my hermano. Oop, wrong one. No, that's it. I feel like that should be on a different network. But that's not going to help anyway. I need a temp solution, so a temp solution I shall have. Use pretty much the last of my copper there. Arrgh. Yeah, I need to figure out what you were talking about, ISC. Because I sort of mentally blacked that out. I was like, hey, I'll get back to that. Um What's an automation wire? Something that requires something I don't have. Well, I got a decent amount of hydrogen stored up, so that's nice. So I want the filter to dump out hydrogen. Let's see how long this lasts as a patch fix for power. That's the right node. Okay, so add a smart battery. Connected to an automation wire. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm going to just trust you on this, Icy, because I don't see what that's going to do. So we'll just screw with it and see what happens. Or we won't, because we don't have any metal. Okay. Knock over these two. Whoa, what was that? What was that? Yeah, okay, the right network is clearly a little bit too overloaded. Cool. I really don't want to add a fourth network at this point. Like, I'm already having problems generating power. Never mind distributing power. I'm going to be honest, I don't even understand why this is overloaded. There's nothing really drawing right now. There shouldn't be a lot of pull. We've got two power plants over here doing nothing. This is pulling 120. And that's pulling 120. And that, so... that's 480 watts being pulled right there. And then, like, 5 for that and 5 for that. So that's 490 watts right now. No, unless someone's using the approved processor, which dumps it a little bit. It could be this little strip of aggravation, which will suck if it's true, because there's not a lot I can actually do about that. Because I'm just kind of bingo on copper right now. I am not doing well on my copper supplies. I'm basically out. We may never know, Ross. These are the questions that plague our time. Yeah, I have enough for 9 squares of better things right now. Current load is 960 watts, which is about double what I suspected. And that's obviously overloaded because that's, you know, can only handle 1,000. So I think you're right. I think it's the wiring, and I think I just need more copper from somewhere. Okay. Go dig this, please. Now. While you do that, I'm going to say thank you to Wonder Soul. Thank you, Wonder Soul. Appreciate you. And if you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Like, I could assuredly... I've actually thought about this. I could be more efficient with my copper usage in general. But part of the problem I'm having is that the network and the grid are so barely functioning right now that ripping it up in order to replace it is probably going to cause us to cascade failure. That's why I've been hesitating on doing that. That's a good question. 32 cycles. So we're... God, so that's a really long time from now. Alright. Let me think about this for a minute. Let's try to salvage what little scraps we can. It's not a lot. We don't have a lot of just going to nowheres, but we do have a couple of going to nowheres. So let's salvage that and get back a little bit of copper. I don't even know how to get rockets started, Pancakes. And that's the truth there. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, I see. Let's wait until we've salvaged some of this now. Let's go and pull back some of that resources. Those precious, precious resources. Okay. Now... a little bit more copper to work with. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, how about this? No, not really. Okay. Or wrong one. There we go. That will almost bingo our supply of ore. We're down to 420 copper ore. Now, this will get us back some refined ore. But still, oof. Yeah, I know. Build this before you break that, please. Oh, I see what you mean. Of course. No, it's 100% efficiency, thankfully. If this wasn't 100% efficiency, I probably would have game overed a while ago. I don't like games where you lose on rebuilds, for honestly fairly obvious reasons. At least the hydrogen is generating power, although we're running out of hydrogen very quickly. Which is sort of what I was expecting to happen. Yeah, exactly. What ISE said. Could you go wake up and do your jobs, please? Showers are nice and all, but go build cables. I know the circuits are overloading. Thank you. That's not a super solvable problem right now. Food's nice and all, but could you finish building the wires, please? So, reducing some of the power we're using here. Okay, now we're just going to use this because that's what we have to work with at the moment. To reinforce that and that. Okay. If you would, please. Why has no one turned this off? Turn this off now. Thank you. Christ. Why are you wet? Don't answer that. Brigwood is moving at Mach 0 here. Look at her. Like, I know she's sick, which I kind of don't care about. And she's wet, and she's hungry, and she's wounded. People keep getting wounded. I'm not sure why. Yeah, the oxygen's actually doing pretty good for once. A few complaints. And the hydrogen is still making its way up there. Look, see? It's just kind of doing this thing. So that's at least working as intended, or at least as well as it's going to. I'm sure it'll never exactly work the way it wants to, because that's what this game does, is it spits in my face. But I think that we're still not good on the frickin' line. Are we not good on the line? What's the issue? What is the issue here? Why is there a problem? You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. Tell me we don't have power? I think I actually need a calculator. Not that it matters. The grid father. See, the problem is, I've thought earlier about, like, I think I've already said this, I thought earlier about redoing my grid and separating it out even more to make sure, essentially making everything under 2,000 watts. That's reasonably doable, actually. problem with that is that I don't generate enough power from separate, distinct sources to do that. Now, the good news is I did just salvage a bunch of copper. I may be able to make this smart battery here, yeah. So we're going to do that, and we're going to see what happens. So what I'm... is the smart cable to the battery? We're going to have this worked out. So we'll find out in a second. Also, we're starting right off hydrogen already. So that's cool. Okay, so smart cable to battery. Got it. This does. Yes, I'm using uranium because it's what I have. What do you want from me? There. Yeah, no, I don't know what the sliders mean. I'll figure that out in a second. What I want to know is, why does it say the maximum safe wattage is 1,000? It should be 2,000. There should be no 1,000 wattage on this network. Or, honestly, anywhere at this point. Except for right here, which is a different network, so it doesn't matter. Is it the battery's output? Maybe? Maybe. Alright, so, anyway, so, threshold. Alright, yes. I have no idea what this means. What does green signal and red signal have to do with anything? Also, I'm probably misunderstanding, but I don't see any reason why you would ever do anything other than 100 and 0. If the battery is full, stop. If the battery is empty, fill. Unless you want to store some for later, which is maybe 2040? Fill until 40, empty till 20. Still overloading a bit. Hey, look, food. All right. My sister says the end is nigh. She probably means it. You wounded, Brigland. That's a good question, Lord Hermit. I suppose the point is more how bad would it be to lose a really good traded dupe, right? You lose a good person, that's gonna suck, right? Look at this algae right now, please. Blade Dval, keep jogging. So in short, I don't think it would be much of a loss at all. Yeah, exactly. It takes a while to get skill points, so there's your problem, as the saying goes. No, that does make sense. That ties back into what I was complaining about with regards to these things earlier. Actually, some weird jury rigging over here to make that work, but we're gonna make it work. Actually, oh, I changed my mind. Not really, no, Spartan. I've spent my entire life solving the power problem. And I kind of mean that literally. Like, that's just all I'm really doing that right now is trying to solve the power problem. We got a lot more oxygen. So that's nice. In a ludicrous amount of time, we'll have the power problem back on lockdown, but honestly, we might actually have another solution for it by the time we even get there. So... it's already going up there for the water coolant. Sorry, I'm thinking. Yeah, exactly. That's 30 days away. That's something I absolutely plan to do, but isn't what I would call immediate priority. So let's go ahead and and then have my bed stolen by my niece. How could you?
How did you know I was bigger?
It's very obvious. The cute sensor goes off every time you come nearby. Cute sensor, beep, 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 beep.
You're destroyed.
No, you destroyed my cute sensor. How could you do this? You don't know? How could you not know?
You.
That's a good point. I don't have an answer to that. So what did you come down to tell me, baby? It's dinner time. No, don't eat me. Don't eat me, whatever you do. Don't eat me, don't eat me. No. I will eat you back. Aw, ugh. No, live.
I'm dead because you ate.
I didn't eat you. I gave you hugs. Hug.
No, before you gave me
Oh, so I ate you. And then I will once again destroy you. Oh, God. Oh, God. Bonk. 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 All right, legs out. Or legs down, rather. I'm putting you down. Do you want me to come up for dinner or not? Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow. No. I'll see you guys tomorrow.